Alright, welcome back. Today we have another CS2 vs Dota 2 video. We shall see how Counter-Strike matches up against Frostivus 2017 treasures. These are about $3 a piece, so pretty comparable for a case and key price on CS2, depending on the case. So we're just gonna go tit for tat, one for one. We got 9 of these that we got off the market. That's all I saw on the market actually, so I'm surprised that it's not going up in value, but I'm sure there's plenty of other third-party sites that have plenty more. Actually, make that a correction. I saw like 5 left at $3, but you know, the rest of it I think went up like 20 bucks. It was like an astronomically high amount. So anyways, that being said, we were very lucky to snatch them at the price that we did. And like I said, it's going one for one. The cases for CS2 will be various, so it might go over the amount that we spent for these treasures, which is why, as always, we'll do a ratio victory over just like a raw net loss or net gain, right? So that means based on how much we spent and based on how much we got back in terms of value, that ratio is how we determine the winner. Okay. That being said, we just reviewed everything we can get from this case. Let's kick it off and open our first treasure. I can't get over this spin effect. We're getting teased pretty bad with that Wraith King right now. It hasn't disappeared. I mean, there's just so many skins right now that these spins are going to take a long, long time. Okay, the Wraith King's gone. Bye-bye. We're probably going to get the Jakiro. Yeah, okay, not the end of the world. We got the Dragonite. It's a pretty sweet skin. Or cosmetic, whatever you want to call it. But now we're moving on to Dreams of Nightmare case, right? One of my favorites to open, even though it's never yielded anything good for me. And that stays true today. You know, why change it up? Why have a different result? We're moving on to the second Frostivus treasure. Let's see if we can hit some magic. I actually like that Broodmother skin. I don't play Broodmother at all, but I love that it has its own like web around that skin. It's just got its own aura. And it's gone, so we can no longer appreciate it. It's gonna be the Elk. Okay. Alright. Arc Warden, a hero I've not played, so I don't know, but on my own personal level, I can't really enjoy it, but hopefully it's worth something. We got a fracture case up next. Okay, it's gonna be a gnarled stat track. Where is it? Minimal wear, so it's not so bad. It's gonna be worth something, I think. The skin itself is alright too. Okay, we're on treasure number 3. This time I'm gonna make a wild guess and say that we get that Keeper of the Light all the way on the left, but I would love to get that Tusk actually. Tusk would be sick. Actually, so would that Viking Beastmaster. Oh, nope, doesn't matter. Oh, it's a Keeper of the Light! Oh, how about that? I'm pretty happy about that. Look at that, dude. He's like freaking like badass Gandalf or Santa Claus from like Narnia Chronicles. It's pretty cool. Okay, we're moving on to Revolution case. We're mixing it up a little bit here. Got a nice variety. But regardless of the variety, the disappointment is consistent. It is the same blue everywhere. Worthless skins. I think already the cosmetic skins that we've gotten from Dota far exceed the value that we're getting from CS2. We've got nothing but blues. The best thing so far is that stat track gnarled. Tusk, nope. Jakiro, nope. Axe. Actually, I mess with that. I like that. Look at this. This Axe looks pretty sick. Snowpack Savage. It's a really nice bundle, actually. And Axe is actually a hero I would play. I haven't played him in a long time, but kind of been really digging Muerta. 2025, I don't know when you're going to be clocking in to watch this, but 2025 Muerta Turbo Mode, tons of fun. You just get a BKB, and you are basically unstoppable once you ult. Blade Mail got nothing on you. You see everyone running. You see Necrophos just terrorized, thinking he's safe. Nope, no one's safe. That being said, we see this Wraith King spinning around. There's a chance. There's hope. Maybe we get the Sniper. Nope. Maybe the Viper. Nope. It's Alchemist. I hate Alchemist. I've never played Alchemist. Maybe like once or twice in like 10 years of Dota. I just can't do Alchemist. Alright, we're moving on to Recoil case. We're truly mixing it up. Having a nice variety. Let's see if we could break the cycle of the blues. No, we cannot. We are stuck in a rut. I mean, realistically, I think since doing the series of putting CS2 against multiple hobbies, multiple case openings for different games even, it's come to my attention that CS2 just has a absolute worst return on investment. Right? If I was smart, I would stop the series, but I'm not smart, so I'm just gonna keep going because I'm convinced that maybe that big pull, 99% of gamblers quit before you hit big, right? So I'm just convinced that big hit is coming. We started this series off with a big hit. If you've been following my videos, you know that the very first one was CS2 versus Magic, and I actually happened to hit a glove opening with the Revolution case on the very first one, which is what inspired me to continue this series. But I wish I never did, because we've never hit that same height with CS2 ever since, right? It's just been chasing that dragon infinitely. But that being said, let's stay focused here. We got more blues on the CS2 end. We got that Tusk. I dig that Tusk. Look how awesome that is. That's a really, really sick bundle. I can't wait to actually open that up. But now we got the Prisma 2 case. Prisma 2 case, I feel like it had a very short run of relevancy, and then it just went into like the rare pool, and now those skins are just sky high. So even these blues from these older getting everything mixed up. These blues from these older cases, they might still be worth a pretty penny, just because of the fact that the case himself is pretty rare now, and they're in the rare selection pool, or a rare drop pool rather. So there's some value in that. That being said, we're being teased really bad with this Wraith King, but again, we don't land it. We get the gyro. This gyro is pretty sick. It actually reminds me a lot of, Warcraft 3. I forgot the name of the guy who says like they came from behind. But yeah, it's a pretty cool callback. I think that skin was probably made with that intention. Or okay, nice. We got a USPS Torque in the Falcon case. Okay. Factory new, that might actually be our best drop, to be honest, but we shall see. We shall see if that was enough to pull us ahead, because I'm pretty sure these Dota 2 bundles are crushing it in terms of value. And even, I got that Broodmother. I was just talking about at the start of the video how I thought it looked pretty cool. It had its own aura of the webs, and I got it now. Okay, so we're moving on to the Prisma case. Should have gotten them from Prisma to Prisma 2, but we're going in backwards orders. Doesn't matter, we got the Uncharted, field tested. Okay, so I think that Torque is going to be the best value, but we'll find out when we go to the recap. Okay, recap time. We will start with CS2 for 9 various cases and their keys. The cost was $33.68. The best item we got was indeed the USPS Torque and Factory New from the Falcon case, worth about $2.40. Everything else was sub like 50 cents. So the total return on the CS2 end was $3.44, which is pathetic, meaning the net loss is $30.24. The ratio, or the percentage of what we got back, was about 10.2%. Now if we go to Dota 2, the best drop we got was actually the first one we got, which was the Bitter Wing Legacy, worth about $3.24. Everything else was roughly about $1 or more, meaning the total return we got was $12.87. for about $3 for each treasure. The cost of the cases, or the treasures, was $27. Now, that means the net loss is $14, and our percentage is 46.8% back. Almost half the money, quote unquote, invested we got back in these bundles for Dota 2. So Dota 2 takes a resounding victory, almost 5x that of CS2's return, despite being a much less popular game in terms of just mass numbers for the skin market as well, especially. It's kind of crazy how badly CS2 is being exposed to be a money sink compared to just about every other game, every other hobby that you could dive your money into. It's just proving to really not be worth spending a single cent on these treasures, or these cases, and just buy exactly the skin you want. If you want to roll the dice, literally do just about any other hobby. That being said, I hope I earned your subscription. Make sure to be a subscriber. If you want to be eligible for giveaways, leave a comment as well so I can pick someone out to give something away to, and leave a like and engage with me. Let me know what you want to see next, what you want to see CS2 go up against, or what other 2 hobbies you want to see clash against each other. And let me know how I'm doing as well. Check out my other videos. I got plenty more of CS2 versus, as well as just like case and capsule openings. So yeah, check it out. And thanks for watching. Take care.